Okay YouTube, this is JL Chambers 82, back with an unboxing video. Now I just did a pickups video and I left one thing out, and then I knew these packages were coming, so I thought I'd do an unboxing video, but I didn't really leave something out of the last video. It actually came in like the day that I made it and I just hadn't opened it yet. So I've got the stuff, the other stuff, most of the stuff is boxed. The one thing that I got, I'm just going to show you real quick. That is cannon fodder for the Atari Jaguar. This is actually a really fun game, and I believe this, it's from Sensible Software and Virgin Interactive, and it's all like on the back, like that's all like, I guess like the European design, like rating system and everything. I really don't know much about the story of the game. I never really sat down and researched. I do remember the game from back in the day, and I always wanted to get it. It was one of the later games that came out for Jaguar, and it was expensive. And yeah, it was like an Amiga, CD32 game or whatever that they just kind of like ported over to the Jaguar. I remember like the big thing about this game is everyone said it was fun, and they even marketed this game as being fun, but don't focus on the graphics, like the graphics aren't bad. I mean, they look like a 16-bit game, or they look like a polished 16-bit like computer game, I guess. So the music is actually really good. Like, I'm gonna do a video on this, just so you can see what the game's kind of about, because it's kind of quirky, but it's in the spirit of like a real-time strategy game, but it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a lot of fun. Great sound effects and everything. But yeah, I remember when this game came out, that was like the whole marketing campaign behind it. Like, buy this game because don't pay attention to graphics, pay attention to gameplay. That's what makes great games. They were like trying to like excuse the fact that the Atari, it's supposed to be, the Jaguar was supposed to be the 64-bit system and didn't have a lot of 64-bit titles, so to say. So, but anyway, I got this pretty cheap. I've always wanted to get it, and I'm glad I have it for my collection. And Jaguar, I can't say enough about it. I love the system, and I love collecting for it, because games really, to get games like brand new in box and pristine condition, are not expensive. This game, the box has got some wear on it, and it wasn't in the plastic. It's got a little bend up here, but the game card is in mint condition. It was actually still in the plastic inside. So. Came with the instruction booklet. Good pickup. Good buy. Okay, two of the things I got are from Japan, so we're going to go ahead and open those now. And do an unboxing. You can either already have it opened, or I've done that before, and this time I think I'm just going to go ahead and actually open it. So I have my my unboxing shank here, and I'm just going to slip these open. I don't know which one's which. I do know what games they are. I bought them, so I should know. But let's take a look. Alright, I know which one this is already. It's packaged well. Good deal. And normally when you order games from Japan, I don't know if you guys have ordered anything from Japan before, it could take like a month to come in, but these games were both very cheap. They were under 10 bucks and shipping was free. So I didn't pay anything extra for shipping, so I paid 10 bucks for the game, and it took a month to get here. That's great, because I could actually go to like a local, we don't have a lot of them where I live, retro game shops, but I could go to a retro game shop and sell this like as an import and get like 20 or 30 bucks without them even caring what the title is. But this is actually something I wanted, and I've wanted it for a long time, and I'm glad I finally have it, and it's going to look great on this TV. And that is Vampire Hunter for the Sega Saturn. And any of you guys that have ever played this before, this is one of the Darkstalkers games. I don't know if I think it's number 3. It's either 3 or 4. But the great thing about it is this is one of those games that will utilize the cartridge on the Sega Saturn, on the import Saturn, and allow you to allow for the 0 load time. So it'll load like one time and then never again. So really, really glad to finally have this. I've been meaning to pick this up for years. Actually, back when I bought all the stuff, the ST key and my copy of X-Men vs. Street Fighter and Dungeons & Dragons and everything, are all around the same time. I got that kind of stuff, and I always meant to get this game. I don't know how many more games utilize the cart. This will be the 4th one that I have. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Capcom, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, and then this. So I'm sure there's others, but this Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, not so much. There's still load times in it. I guess it's just because it was such a big game, it needed the extra RAM. But this game actually will only load one time and then never again, so it's going to be a lot of fun on this TV back here to play. And I haven't played a Darkstalkers game in a long time. I have a Darkstalkers 2, I believe, 1 or 2, for the Sega Saturn. And it's got load times and everything, but it still looks great. It's a lot of fun. So good Capcom fighters, kind of quirky. I hope they kind of return to the series, you know, with this generation. I really think it'd be cool. So good pickup. Yeah, especially for the 10 bucks I paid for that. Okay, another from Japan. And I know what this is. I hope I remember the name of it. Probably in Japanese. Again, this guy did a good job of the packing. Always appreciate good sellers and good packaging. Nothing's worse than getting a game in and it being broken or something. That's always the worst when you're buying games on eBay. But, you know, games like this, Japanese imports, if you don't buy them from like a seller in Japan and just try to catch them when they're good deals, you know, when you go to game shops, man, they charge out the ass for these things just because they're imports, you know. So I'm actually really impressed with the condition on this. It's pretty minty. Oh yeah, this doesn't even look like it's ever been used. Another great thing about Japanese games, you know, what we consider rare, you know, they consider plentiful. So this is a PC Engine game from, this is Dragon Spirit, and there's nothing on the back, but it's a this is a HuCard game. It's a shooter. And I've seen this game back in the day, like in the backs of like video game magazines where you could import, and I would always read about the PC Engine and always wondered what it was, and at that time had no idea that it was the TurboGrafx 16. I remember seeing a shot of this game and I thought it looked really cool because it was a shooter, like, you know, like Raiden or anything else, but, you know, it was a fucking, or 1941, but it was a fucking dragon, you know, that's that you're moving. So that was really pretty cool. What kind of turned me onto this and made me go out and look for it was Pete Dorr did a video where he bought this, and another game, I think it was Super Star Soldier or Star Soldier or something. Well, I tried to get both of them because they both look really cool, but Star Soldier ended up, I guess because of that video, as a response, it actually sold for a lot more than I was willing to pay for it, and the shipping was a little more expensive. This was like, yeah, like 10 bucks, or maybe this was $5 and $5 shipping. It was cheap, and I mean, for, again, even if you don't have a PC Engine, to get, you know, an import game for a couple bucks, you know, I really appreciate Pete Dorr for posting that video. It kind of reminded me of it because, yeah, now I've got it in my hand. So I'm gonna actually, I can't wait to actually play this. Never played it before, so it'll be cool. And lastly, package that I've been expecting. This is from the good people at Watermelon. And what's crazy about this came wicked fast. Like, it was something I pre-ordered, and you know, then I was just kind of curiously going around the shopping cart the other day, looking at my shopping cart on their website, and they were like, "Oh, we're shipping pre-orders. Just go and pay for your shipping." So I did that, and seriously, guys, that might have been Monday. So yeah, this was pretty quick. All right, I'm going to seal my shank so that I don't cut myself. All right, from Watermelon's Magical Game Factory. I love the fact they send you personalized like letters from Watermelon. Watermelon is the company that released Pure Solaire, and I showed you guys my copy of Pure Solaire in the last video. So now this is what I pre-ordered, and I don't know if you can still go on there, guys, and pick these up if they're still doing the pre-orders on it. But I got myself 2 copies of the clamshell reprint of Pure Solaire. I bought 2 copies of that. Now, one of these I'm cracking open tonight, and I finally get to play this game. I'm so pumped about that. So I'm cracking one of these open tonight. The other one, I have a friend of mine that was interested in it, and I was gonna let him just kind of buy it from me, but he kind of backed out on it. He's like, you know, I don't think I, to be honest, man, I know you collect it and it's important to you, so I don't think you'll play it. I don't think I'll play it, so I don't want to buy it. So I just, you know, I wasn't going to charge him any more than it was, than it cost. So I guess I'll hang on to it for a little bit, see if it goes for anything. Might put it up on eBay. So yeah, if I do, I'll comment, you know, that it's on eBay if you guys are watching, and you can go and take a bid. But yeah, it says at the top that it's Watermelon's reprint edition. So these are not as rare. You see them, you know, actually, if you can catch them at Watermelon, you know, and just pre-order and have some patience, you can pick them up all the time. They're kind of starting to disappear from eBay and Amazon. I've noticed the reprints because they're more common, so people are putting them on there for buy it nows for $100. They might be selling them, I don't know, but I don't see many on there, so I'm assuming they're probably not selling them. So right now, I mean, I'm sure that Watermelon stays busy just trying to, you know, meet the demand for the game, because it is still in pretty high demand, and I'm sure lots of local game shops and whatnot are buying it. Plus, if you're a collector, you have to have this game now in your collection. If you're a retro game collector, it's just every game room has to have it. So I now technically have 3 copies of Pierre Solaire this game room at the moment, but I am going to be playing one of those. And I did pick something else up. And this is really cool. I mean, like, even on their little boxes, they have like their etching little triangles for watermelon. Really cool. I'm gonna keep all the stuff. I mean to be a pack rat, but definitely am. Now this, I bought this with the intention of, honestly, guys, I don't mean to sound shitty, but you know, I honestly bought this with the intention of maybe selling it and paying for those 2 games with it. Because this is something that I think will be more rare, but I think now that I've been thinking about it, I think I'm going to keep it. I don't think I'm even going to crack it out of the box. And what it is it's Pierre Solaire's original soundtrack. So that's pretty cool, and it's really, really packaged very, very professionally and nicely. I mean, for an independent company, I'm very, very happy to see that they're doing so well, and I really, you know, hope this means that they are going to be doing another project. If not for Sega Genesis, you know, for something else, that would be great. But I think probably if you spent that much time with the development kit for Sega Genesis, you'd probably try to build another game from the ground up, especially when you have this kind of, you know, response. And it says on here, not licensed or sponsored by Sega, you know, so it's not. 2012 Watermelon Corp. Company, Pierre Solaire, trademark of Watermelon. Mega CD and Sega CD are trademarked to Sega, so I think they covered all their bases there. If you guys want to know where you can go and pick this stuff up, I mean, it's very, very easy. www.pierresolaire.com. So yeah, this is actually going to find a place on my shelf, which is right over there. I'm not gonna crack this. I'm gonna leave this closed. Who knows? It might not ever be worth anything. It might be very, very common, and there's a million of them out there. And if so, I might pick up another one that'll crack. But this one's gonna stay sealed. So. Really, really cool. I really am happy with this package. This really was not that expensive. Believe it or not, all of the stuff, 2 copies of Pierre Solaire and a soundtrack was like $120 or something with shipping. So, come on. I mean, that's like the cost of 2 new games, you know. I mean, and those are new games, they're brand new. So, very happy with that. Once again, thanks to the guys at Watermelon. You know, I doubt they'll ever stumble upon my videos, but I really, really do appreciate everything they do and represent. So, guys, go to pierresolaire.com. If you have to wait a while, you might get lucky. They might have some now. Pick the game up, play it, spread the word. But well, eBay. Well, YouTube. That pretty much wraps it up for my unboxings, and this will probably represent the last of my game pickups for a long, long time. There are some games that I want to get, but E3, there was really, I'm not saying anything bad about E3, there was really nothing other than the Wii U and the Zombie U that I'm just like, oh, I can't wait. You know, I do want to get Wii U, Zombie U, and Tank Tank Tank. I want to get those titles definitely at launch. There's really nothing else. There's games, I believe the Vita, there's Gravity Rush, which I still haven't picked up yet. I believe it's finally been released. I've been meaning to pick that up. I'll get that sometime eventually in a near future. And The Last Story, I pre-ordered that from Operation Rainfall, that RPG for the Wii. Other than that, in the Wii U, that's all I have planned for like the year on games. I mean, I'm going to try to collect some retro games when I find good deals. If I find a good game for $10 or something, I'll post it. But this will probably be the bulk of anything new that spend anything, you know, any more than $50 at a time is going to be few and far between for a while. So next up-and-coming videos will more than likely be things like game views and stuff like that. Maybe I'll go over some of the systems that I have that I've never talked about before, maybe touch on that. But if you guys want to see anything in particular, if you've seen stuff in my room or anything, I don't have a whole lot of stuff, but you want a video on it, just let me know. Post a comment and I'll put a video up. I don't care. But at least you know that you're going to see some Cannon Fodder in the near future, some Dragon Spirit, some Vampire Hunter, and then I'm definitely going to be playing some Pierre Solaire and do some gameplay videos of that. But anyway, YouTube, we post a video soon. Until next time. Damn it. This always happens. I always do this. Okay, and rock on.